Morning, James. Morning. How are you steamers getting on? I've heard you've been having trouble with some ballast trucks. What do you mean, you steamers? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to offend. And what happens on our line is our business, not yours to stick your buffers in. Now make like lightning and bolt. Emergency! There's a runaway coming. Would all passengers please evacuate this train immediately? What? There's a runaway heading on your line. We're gonna switch him into the sidings, but just in case things go wrong, start reverse it. No time! Incoming! Look out, James! Oh my goodness! That was too close. Is anyone hurt? I've been better. These ballast trucks are playing tricks. Could have been far worse. Oh, it will. This accident proves once again the reckless nature of railways and why the roads are far better. Who do you think you are? It's the work of the railways that just stopped things from being worse. The roads would have stopped this altogether, and I'm a member of the Anti-Rail League, and this incident will only spread our cause. The what? The Anti-Rail League is an up-and-coming movement where people are starting to protest the railways, claiming we're inefficient, dangerous, and useless. It started on BR because of the rollout of those dingy diesels breaking down and causing trouble. You know, the usual. I've heard about their protests from engines in Barrow. Never thought they'd reach here. But they did. Bear's accident can't have been the only catalyst for all of this. Try telling that to James. He's as mad as anything. Bear and Boko have been opting to sleep in the yard. He goes on and on all night about it. I really ought to be speaking to James. I'm worried about him. I would be too, but I have more important things to worry about. Get off my rails, you mongrels! Did you hear that? How rudely that engine spoke to us? Stand firm! Oh, bother you, Gordon. You've made it worse. You can't let yourself get all bothered up by some silly passengers. You're the silly one, Thomas. You little engines always focusing on the little things. The big picture is, if this movement continues to inspire the passengers, we could be looking at serious trouble, especially with bank holiday coming soon. I don't think it'll go that far, Gordon. Besides, he is the chief and his constables. They'll put an end to this. Right. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. Personally, I prefer it the hard way. Men, prepare your clubs. We have cuffs, Chief. Darn it. Thomas, you can go. Great, only 13 minutes late. Don't talk, hurry up, Thomas. Indeed, save your strength. Tut tut tut, Thomas. You know better than this. No wonder people are protesting the railways. Who knows, maybe us buses will be picking up the slack. Why, you cheeky! Can't stop. One of us has got to keep time. Guess it's me. Toodle peep. Of all the days! Never mind him, Thomas. We know it's not your fault. It doesn't help by laughing at me. Ugh, and these stupid, bloody protesters. They're just making the situation worse. Thank goodness I don't take any passengers. This anti-red league nonsense has given me enough of a headache. How? Music to my ears. These protests have been a long time coming. Oh, not you, George. You shouldn't be surprised to see me about. Guess what I'm doing? Ripping up rails. Tell 'em, Toots. The name's Mavis. You could be the queen for all I care. Once I'm done, you're as good as scrap. With this new anti-rail league thing, your branch line and your railway are as good as gone. Don't get ahead of yourself. You're only ripping up old sidings to make way for new buildings. That's it. Oh, that's only the beginning. It's going to be a long few weeks. The police have finished apprehending those dreadful protesters. Hopefully they'll learn their little demonstration did nothing for them. Except it did. They delayed our trains, which in turn causes more anger and more people to start believing in the league. I wouldn't sweat it, sir. But we still seem to be doing fine with the passengers. We've reported a 7% decline over the past week, when compared to last year's numbers. But that's during the normal week. Bank holiday is coming soon, which means lots of passengers. But if the movement gains traction, perhaps you could find a way to make a new deal with the bus company. Then maybe the railway and buses can work together, just like on Thomas's line. Perhaps. I'll go over there now and see. Ah, Charles. Nice to see you. I wish I could have come in better circumstances, however I'd like to propose a plan with you. Well, certainly. The bus co has been growing its profits lately. We're seeing record highs. About that, you and I both know and understand the situation with these protests. But to alleviate those tensions, Charles, the thing is, we're competitors here. Businessmen. If one of us fails, the other is meant to succeed. The will of the people have spoken, and it's not in your favor, sadly. The will of the people is to disrupt and cause chaos on my railway. Well, maybe for you, but as long as these anti-rail protests keep happening, our company's going to keep doing well. Nothing personal, Charles. It's just business. Well, it certainly feels personal. How's your line been, Doc? We've been doing fine. Lots of people still want to train to the beach. But it's not everyone. There's still passengers taking the buses over us. It's ridiculous. Bertie's been relentless about it. All the same, at least we still have some passengers. Not for long at this rate. Bother! Then cometh the devil. Whew. I'll change. So I'm a bit behind. Well, I've been overloaded with passengers, you see, and— Oh, rub it in! I didn't mean. It's been a trying time for the railway. With bank holiday coming and these protests getting more and more prevalent, we're at our wits' end. Us buses are being overworked too. I feel bad for laughing at you guys, because we have too many passengers. Never been a problem for us trains. We ought to work together again more. Then all this nonsense could stop. I want to as well, but our manager's getting carried away. He's so thrilled about how well we're doing, and he's refusing to negotiate. He says he'll figure out something for us. Well, good luck, Bertie. Oh, I'll need it. Ah, Bertie. I've heard you and the other buses have been needing help from our unexpected workload. I've brought in some help. Here's one of our new double-decker buses. Oh, good evening. It's great to have some assistance with the passengers. You're weak. What? You're too small to be useful. We buses are of the utmost importance right now in these changing times. changing times. There's a revolution coming, and now is the time to prepare. The power's going back to where it needs to be, back to the roads. But that's rubbish. It's not rubbish. Never mind, you never understand. Oliver, what will become of us if these ruddy protests continue? I escaped once. I shudder to think of it again. We escaped Scrap, and we won't have to do it again. Right, Oliver? But what about the protest? And I feel lighter than usual. Settle down, you two. Dulcie, I'm sure there's nothing to fear. And Isabel, mind your cheek. Yes, we'll be fine. And it is bank holiday, and there's bound to be passengers heading down our lovely coastline. So you say. Say I what? We buses will be handling your lot. It's the revolution. Rubbish. We double-deckers are taking back what's ours. We're so much bigger than your puny buses. We're taking over. Bigger? Yes. Ruder? Definitely. You're so big, fat, and bulgy. Huh! Bulgy. Bah! Down with railroad. Bulgy. That's a funny one, Ollie. He's the funny one. Rattling and raving on like that. Be a dear duck and get us out of the heat, please. Yes, it is so hot today. Very well. We have some time. Come along, girls. Stupid nonsense. I wouldn't have brought them if I'd known. I'd have a breakdown or something. Well, I'm glad you didn't. You'd have spoiled their fun. Look how they're enjoying themselves. Bah! Enjoyment's all you engines live for. Taking petrol from the tanks of us workers. Come the revolution! Railways will be ripped up. Cars and coaches will trample their remains. We have a friend called Bertie, and he's a boss. But he likes the railway. Sometimes he teases us about it, but he'd never want to see it ripped up. I know Bertie. He's too small in size to be of any use. Free the roads from railway tyranny! That boss is silly. What's up, Duck? You look glum. It's the silly boss I met today. He was so rude, talking about railways being ripped up. I've met him. I call him Bulgy. He's painted bright red and shouts, "Down with railways!" I don't find it so funny. It's just another joking in this anti-railway scheme. It's nonsense. I suppose. Get aboard. You're not the boss from this morning. Who are you? No, but I know who you mean. I'm his, friend, so to speak. What's with this change? Because he's got a plan. We buses are gonna take you tin kettles out. He's asked me to do his run, or he's gonna do yours in the evening. But there's no bus scheduled to be here this evening. Now there is. He's got a plan. He can do something you big engines can't, and he'll get to the big station before you. Merciful heavens! Toodles! Free the roads from railway tyranny. What does this mean, Oliver? It means that stupid bus has bad manners for a start. No, we need to talk to Duck. His train leaves first this evening. Which means... What's up? Now you look worried. Bulgy's friend has come. He's rude too. He's taking Bulgy's passengers home, leaving Bulgy free to steal ours. But he can't. Bulgy bets he can get them to the big station before us. Rubbish. It's much further by road. Yeah, but Bulgy says he knows a shortcut. We're so late. We're so late. Where are the passengers? Look at Bulgy. He's a mean scarlet deceiver. All aboard. Wait, stop! Yeah, boo, schnubs. Come on.
That nasty old thief! He's stolen our people!
Free the rolls from oil.
So this was Bulgy's shortcut. More like it cut him short. Nice one, Alistair.
He tricked us. He said he was a railway bus, but he wouldn't accept our return tickets. He wanted us to think railways are no good. Please help us.
Looks risky, but we must help the passengers. Passengers are urgent. Besides, it'll pay Bulgy out.
Wait over there, everyone. Duck will be over soon. Wait, what? Whoa! Stop! It might fall on me.
I will serve you right for telling whoppers. You should have seen him, Thomas. Wedged right onto the ruddy thing. Huh! Serves him right. Maybe now the passengers will know who to travel by. Ha! What happened to you? For once, he's speechless. He hit part of the rock face while showing off and caused a small rock slide. The Sodor construction team is bringing their steamroller to do the rest of the job. I heard he's much more agreeable.
I want to get rolling again, but I gotta wait all week until I do.
And then you'll be just as rude as ever. Eh, George?
Nah.
Yes, I understand the problem. I will make sure we refund... Oh, Sir Charles, welcome. I was meaning to speak to you about those agreements.
Oh, we can, but we have other matters to discuss.
What would that be?
I figured since your company was doing so well and your boss damaged an important rail bridge that you lot can provide the compensation for their repairs.
But sir, we've been receiving calls about the refunds and other things, and with our new buses just purchased, money is running tight and...
Oh, I'm sure you can manage. After all, it's nothing personal. It's just business. Good day.
Alright, people of British Railways, are we satisfied with the new changes? Yes! The new rules will definitely help our case.
Also, these new rules should reduce operating costs while raising profit margins.
It's official. We'll present these, and hopefully by late summer we can enact the ban.